Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Paranormal Ripples. I'm Ray, and well, where can I begin with this one? I'm going to be delving into quantum jumping, as you can see tonight, and that. So sit back, relax, and prepare to have your mind blown about this. And make sure you subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all things paranormal, conspiracy theories, UFOs, aliens, all that good stuff. Hit that like button for me, leave a comment, share the video with your friends, and let's embark on this journey in the alternate reality archives episode 8 about quantum jumping. And also, I'll be adding in some new Mandela effects that have been found. So, let's begin, shall we? And see where the possibilities are for the quantum jumping to begin with. So, quantum jumping. What is that? You must be thinking to yourself. Well, people believe that quantum jumping is a thing where there's multiple versions of you living in existence at a minute in different aspects. So there's a fish version of me here where I'm not doing this and I'm just doing something else. Or there's another version of me that is still doing this, but I'm doing a better job. you not see what I'm getting at? And they're saying that you can jump between these different versions of yourselves, and that is what this phenomenon is called, quantum jumping. I don't know whether we can or not, but people have claimed that they've done it and they've done things. So some people claimed that they've quantum jumped and become more and become a successful person. Others have claimed that they've just quantum jumped and fixed fluid air conditioning units. So I've got an article here on LinkedIn, the job website basically, and got a UK business coach, mentor, and speaker. Yeah. Um, called Lisa Bean, who wrote this in 2017, when she describes quantum leaping or quantum jumping, as it's coined, and what you need to do. So, let's share it with you guys. Boom. I don't want to sign up. Right, here we go. There she is. There you go. Here's a crazy thought for you. There are right now multiple versions of you out there in existence. There's the speaker, the artist, the writer, the teacher, and the list goes on. This is because you can have be or do anything you want in life, and the second you come to truly understand that reality and step onto the path of anyone of those new identities, you make a quantum leap or jump from one version of you to another version. By that I mean when you accept you can be the speaker you always wanted to be, and when you take action aligned with that version of yourself, the path of the speaker opens up to you. If it opens up to you in that moment, it must always have been available to you, and therefore it is in existence right now. And then here's a explanation of quantum jumping or leaping. Here you go. Quantum leaping, or otherwise known as quantum jumping, is the idea that multiple versions of you are available right now. You can jump between those versions of yourself, but you can't be both at the same time, not in any given moment. The idea comes from the world of quantum physics, obviously. It is widely agreed that an atom can be in one state or another, but it can't be in two states at once. For example, the atoms that make up a body of water can be in one state or another, and water can be liquid or vapor, but it can't be both. Right? And therefore, atoms jump between states. They're one way or another. They're not both ways at once. They're not in two states at once. In the same way, we can jump between different states or versions of ourselves, but we can't be in two states at once. There again, you following? I'm not. but I'm going to carry on. I stress this last point because it can help you understand or see the importance of gratitude work. If you're experiencing a sense of lack or if you're feeling down, the key is to practice gratitude. When you start focusing on all the things you're grateful for, you experience a change in state. So you move from a sense of lack or to a sense of abundance. It's a quantum leap or jump. For me, gratitude is a tremendous tool, and so is running and baking. Running is a massive state changer for me, and baking brings me back to the present moment. And then it goes on about what prevents a quantum jump. Um, any one of us can quantum jump at any moment, and there are specific ways to do this. First, let's explore what stops us from making it. We all have an identity. It's made up of what we have, what we've achieved, what we believe, how we normally behave in certain circumstances, etc., etc. So let's call this the ego. Now, the ego is a little bugger. It only thinks about me, and it constantly feels under threat. It's why we go into a conversation, a situation, a room, feeling paranoid and afraid. Oh, I wonder what she thinks of me. Oh God, I knew I shouldn't have worn this dress. I look so stupid. What if this doesn't work? The ego is constantly on the lookout for threats. Anything that would threaten its position. Its sense of self, its sense of identity. Our egos like to focus on things they can acquire in the future, like fame, wealth, tokens, to further affirm their sense of self. Our egos say when you get there, you'll be happy, and when you can afford this, you'll be happy. Everything is conditional in this world of our egos. Beyond the ego, there is the truth of who we are. Let's call this our higher selves. Now, our higher selves know we're safe. They will know life is happening for us, and they know that we are already complete. We don't need anyone or anything to complete us. We're already complete. We therefore don't need that partner to complete us, or that car to look good, or that job title to affirm our significance, or decree our place in this world. We already have everything we need. We are complete. So now these two ideas in many ways are opposing. Your ego is not going to want to give up your identity, and your I self has no need for an identity, not deep down. So here's the challenge. You have to give up your identity to quantum jump. A quantum jump is, after all, a jump from one state to another. One set of thoughts, beliefs, and actions to another. And when you think about it, one set of thoughts, beliefs, and actions lead to one identity, and another set leads to another identity. If you're a runner, for example, a quantum leap or jump would occur when you move from believing you can't win this race to accepting that the race is already won. It's just a matter of time. You can't both believe you're going to win and come second. Right? And then there's about preparing on what you've got to do. And then here you go. Then it says how to do it. Maintaining it. But yeah, a lot of people have believed that they've quantum jumped. Look. There's videos also on YouTube from Gabby Kovalenko. Mind Valley's done a trailer with quantum jumping with Bert Goldman a month ago. There you go. I did 2 quantum leaps a day for a week straight. Is what happened. That's from Ailey Hoffman Smith. If you want to go and watch them. But now, here you go. Here's some Reddit users who think it is. So I've been constantly manifesting for years and got wonderful results till now in all areas of life. And truly, the law of attraction was a life for me. But one technique that I've known about since years, but never really tried myself, is the 2-cup method or the quantum leap method. It recently came to my notice that some people say the consequences of this method are freaky. since you literally are going to quantum leap into a different timeline. People who have successfully manifested with this method also talk about how in a different timeline, not only their present but past too was literally changed. And in the video, saying it's delusional. Ever heard of the reality shifting? I did the 2-cup method and I'm still single. That doesn't sound like anything. Look, urban legend, some people say, or it's not real. So that's what they think. You know? But if we go on to the right, if we go on to Facebook, I'll show you what I'm looking at. This is a group that I'm a part of on Facebook. Look, here's my Facebook page, obviously. But if you put in quantum jumping, there you go. This one was by Margie Lee, I should say. Last week, and she said, "I know that we discussed the glitches and timeline jumping, but have any of you tried doing it on purpose? I've been working on my quantum jumping, look it up on YouTube for over a year now, and I can tell when things shift. At first, it started with vertigo, but now it feels like an elevator starts going up. I look around and try to find out what shifted." A lot of comments on here. There you go. What I was saying earlier about air conditioning. Gemma says, "I have my air conditioning broke. I tried to jump where it worked and I succeeded." I saw this on TikTok the other day and was completely what the fuck. Shifting, sort of like lucid dreaming but awake, seemed cray because those kids are weird, but in the core, an interesting concept. It can get messy though. You caught any watchers in your field yet? No. I've seen the men in black suits follow me in dreams trying to thwart me, but I've called them out and haven't seen them since. Emma says, "Funny you should say this. I came back from Corfu recently, and after the flight, I didn't feel right. My head has been all over the place. I don't usually get affected like this. I can't even quite pinpoint when it happened, but something is different, but I can't quite put my finger on any of it. I'm sure something happened on that flight. I'm not convinced I made this happen, though, to be fucked, but I was certainly conscious when it did." Happened to me the other day. I tried to make it happen again, but I couldn't. I couldn't even figure what changed, though. I just felt different, and that's from Amy Rios. Um, this is how we manifest to jump into the reality where our dreams have already been activated. See the secret books, and then tell me about the secret books, and there you go. So do you believe that we can do quantum jumping, everyone? Let me know in the comments because I'm not being respectful. It's weird. And for people saying this, you know, um, so yeah, let me know in the comments about what you believe in quantum jumping. I'd love to hear your discussions and thoughts on it, guys and girls. You know? So, quantum jumping. Like I said, people that like you said certainly talk about some people in there. Some believe they can do it. Some believe it's hogwash, like bullshit. Like I said, let me know in the comments what you believe. Um, it is crazy. So, um, it is crazy though. You know, right? I was going to talk about some Mandela effects, but I'm going to save it for when I've got Scott all that on with me, so I can question them on some stuff to see what they remember. Um, but I'll give you but but yeah. So we'll talk about quantum jumping a bit more, and I'll see if I can find any more thingies. You know. Right. So I don't know what I wanted to get up. Here you go. There's some more people who don't believe they quantum jumped. No. So does quantum jumping produce a doubled reality where the old reality lives on after you leave it behind? Obviously read what said there basically. And then Monocrene has gone in into a real depth here about it. So basically he's saying this guy's poor girl said, I think there's a guy though, because of Neville. I've seen people talking about this in the subliminal community, and I don't know if it's true. Certainly sounds wacky, but I imagine to have to the average uninitiated person today speech. Even Neville's teachings would seem totally crazy, so he must be talking that much in his story. Now, the version of shifting, no, not in his story, but an historical figure. Now, the version of shifting realities, as described by people in the subliminal community, apparently, when quantum jumping, their awareness shifts to a new reality. However, the old reality lives on with the old them, still there with all the old patterns. Basically, you abandon that life for a new one, but in the reality you originated from, simultaneous with your new reality. The life continues as though you never shifted. If this is true, it just feels like I'd be abandoning myself and everyone. And then Monica puts, "Hi, this is my understanding now. I learned it through Seth by Jane Roberts. Everything exists now, so there are no timelines that sequence each other. Everything is simultaneously and everything is now. I would not try to understand it unless you like it to get really dizzy. This means that all your past lives are now. It means that all of your future lives are now, and all the consequences that flow from this. Also means you shift moment by moment. Now, the quantum jump is just a bigger shift that is noticeable because it's out of the ordinary. So let me explain it a bit more, and then she goes into a bit more talking about it. And then there's more here. Look, there you go. Most people think life is today what you made of it yesterday, but when they could never see but only recognize is that their past gets recycled into their future. 14 years later, I'm preparing a math lesson for a student. Hang on, little example. I remember teaching myself geometry when I was a kid, and I made up my own problems because I couldn't find any on the internet. 14 years later, I'm preparing a math lesson, as they say in America, for a student, and their homework was the stuff I made up when I was a kid. I've experienced many, many things like this. Here's another illustration, not joking here. First time I ever heard of cat herpes was from girlfriend. About 2 months passed from that point, and one evening she texted me and says, "Guess what? My sister took our cat to the vet, and it turns out she has herpes." And I tell her, "You've told me this before," to which she responds, "Well, you must be psychic because this is the first I've heard of this." I then asked her about what happened 2 months ago, and we remembered this little argument we got into because I made an insensitive joke. As I recall, I made a joke about committing suicide, and she got mad because one of her friends committed suicide. But as she recalls it, I made a joke about being hit by a car, and she got mad because her best friend got hit by a car and almost died. The events changed, but the magnitude of the events remained the same. The effects were the same, and it is 100% likely that I could have also joked about being hit by a car. So, just crazy, isn't it? What I'm saying, if you believe it, you can believe what you want to believe, guys and girls. So if you believe that this is true, like I said, just let me know in the comments. But it's crazy, you know. Um, there you go. Another discussion on shifting realities. Look. Um, so yeah, research it if you don't know what it's about. But if you do know, like I said, let me know in the comments. Do you believe in it, or don't you believe in it, or have you experienced it? It's crazy. There you go. Another video on YouTube from Gabby Kovalenko. Um, look, with more than 90 million views on TikTok, the quantum jumping trend has emerged as an online subculture to engineer an ideal existence. See what I mean? See what I mean? So yeah, let me know what you guys think. It is absolutely crazy though. Like, what? So let me know. So just let me know, like, in the comments, what you believe. Like I say, it's absolutely crazy. Obviously, you can believe what you want to believe, but I don't know where I believe this. Aaron Doughty has done it. Has done a video as well, and 8 months ago, funny enough. Entitled "Quantum Jumping: How to Enter a Parallel Reality Fast." Like, I'm not reading that for that's you know. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Um, I'd be really interested to know what you guys think. Um, just seeing if there's anything else. Not really. Um, so yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, smash the soul, do everything that I said. I'd appreciate it. Also, I'm aiming for 100 subs by the end of the year. I've nearly got 50. I'm 5 away from 50. So please, subscribe to me. I'd appreciate it if you came on this journey with me. And I'd love to have you on board and be in my chat when I'm doing these shows, so I can interact with you live. So subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I do go live. And I'll talk to you again later. Have a good night, everyone, or day, whenever you're watching this, and take care. And I'll see you later. Bye, everyone.